Shavers, welcome back. I'm back. This is going to be a mix of a shave of the day, just what I call one of my videos, shaving for the addicts. Plus, I've been tagged by a good, YouTube buddy, Jason Rudman, aka Ruds. It's a buddy from Massachusetts. If you don't like my accent, go check him out. So it's going to be a little bit of both. For the shave, I'm going to have the Blades Grim Smolder. This is an awesome scent. Awesome scent. My girl actually bought me a bath soap that resembles it. So since I could smell again through my sniffer, I'm going with it. I'm also going to switch things up a little bit. And I'm going to use this. I think I've got Shave Saturdays, so this is 3 days. Alright, let's see what this is doing. I've got a brand new Rapira Super Swedish Steel and the Disruptor Razor Rock. Lego. Alright, so for my other obsession, well, let's just first start with the easy softball. Men's softball competitive. I'm not talking rec league, beer league, none of that crap. You know what I mean? I'm talking all ex-baseball players, that just don't play hardball. There's more competition in softball anyway, I love it. I pretty much, as soon as the weather breaks in the springtime, I'm out there taking swings, working. I love it. Just puts my mind at ease, real ease. By the way, this soap is so slick. I gotta wash my hands off. I can't just wipe it on my shorts or something. With my face. So yeah, softball. I love it. Women don't love it because it takes time away from them. But here's what I say to that, right? I say, no, I've been playing since I was a kid, right? I mean a kid. I would go out, I would hit by myself. It didn't matter. As long as I was playing the game, somehow, some way, I would, it's what put my mind at ease, you know what I mean? That was my thing. It's still my thing. Basically, where I'm getting at is baseball, softball has been there since before I even liked girls. You know what I mean? That's what they don't understand. They're like, oh, well, why don't you go marry a softball? And I'm like, all right, let's be realistic. You know what I mean? It's a game. But, I take it a little more serious than others, I guess. But, I found 13 more people that are just as serious about it as I am, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. We love it. I mean, we travel. We go to Florida, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Jersey. Trying to get out west. So, I mean, if you really want an obsession, that's, an obsession. I have a collection of broken bats, you know what I mean? It's my wall of terror. As for obsessions, other obsessions, I wouldn't say obsessive so much about anything else. I mean, wet shaving is out of the picture, so I gotta think of something. I like to cook. I spend a lot of time with my girlfriend, soon to be, my girlfriend. It's a way for us to spend time together because, she works, she goes to the gym, I work, I play softball. So it's good. It gets us hanging out together. And hell, why not? What's a funny thing about that is she's so health conscious, right? And here I am, I'm over here. My favorite dish she makes is chicken marsala. But we make it with prosciutto di Parma. Now, if you know anything about meats, that's the real prosciutto. You know, it's comes from di Parma, Italy. That's what makes it real. Kind of like the champagne. As for obsessions, I mean, it's a very hard question because I have a lot of interests that I'm sure I will be obsessed over. Like, I really, really want to learn and start forging. I like working with my hands. I'm a hands-on guy. You know, I'm not a kind of guy that can read a book and, you know, all that. I'm a guy that, show me. You know what I mean? Show me. I think it's awesome, the idea of just taking, you know, a piece of what most would see as scrap metal, you know, and turn it into this beautiful anything, you know, sword, knife, razor. That would be the shit. Shaving with my own fucking razor. You know, seeing guys shaving with it, that would be awesome. I think I'll be really good at it too. Because, you know, my line of work, I'm a sheet metal worker. So a lot of stuff we do actually, you know, kind of resembles it, except the whole forge process. But, you know, I'm mechanically inclined as in that aspect. You know, but to learn the steels, the metal, you know what I mean, the carbon density and all that in a piece of metal and what needs to happen. Yeah, I could definitely see myself obsessing over that. But that's, you know, that's kind of a couple of dollars that I gotta spend elsewhere these days, you know. I'll wait till I get married, start something like that. This soap smells so good if you guys don't have it. I would also like to actually I've fired guns before, you know, obviously, you know, not obviously, but I have many guns. I'm not a bad shot. I would actually just like to get into guns more. For the sport purpose. I'm not a hunter. I'm not, you know, so if you guys are vegan or anything, you know, I don't hunt. Me, if I had to hunt, you know, I had to. I would eat it. You know, I wouldn't just hunt for the sport as most do. I don't find it. I don't need to go hide in the woods. I would like to get into that. Get a nice 30-06 floating barrel bolt action because, you know, I know the bolt actions are the most accurate. A nice floating barrel. Something else I really got obsessed with for a while. I can't believe I forgot. I mean, I spent a lot of money. Paintball. I got really into paintball. I mean, I got my gun hooked up to where it's at. It's 26 balls a second. Yeah. So pretty much, you know, and then I got a virtue board, which is because inside of my gun has a computer board, a motherboard, and I put it on auto response mode, which means when I pull the trigger in, it fires, and when I release it, it fires. So I have a double sling trigger, and I just go like that, just like this. That's 4 times it would hit you in the chest. So I got really into that for a little while, but it's you know, it's hard to get guys and people dedicated, you know. Now on 2, if I was shaving with my straight, I would stop at 2. But I don't know. Let's see what we're doing with these DEs. I mean, this stuff is so slick. I definitely don't need a you know, a thick lather. Actually, I'm pretty sure I don't need a thick lather while DE anyway. No. So yeah, I got into that for a while. I mean, my gear is, I got a nice little setup. Red eye mask, all that. As for obsessions, I'm thinking while I'm shaving, guys. I'm thinking while I'm shaving here. No video games. No sports teams, none of that. I don't know. This is a good question, Ruds. It's a good question. I have a lot of interests, but you know, no real obsessions yet. I mean, I went on a, I'd say like a 2-year cologne binge. I got plenty of fragrance. Hell, I got one I won't even share with you guys. I'm not a selfish guy, but with this I am. Oh, let's just say it's very, very expensive. And I'm not talking $100. I'm talking very expensive, like a mortgage payment. If you guys guess it, I'll tell you. Alright, I gotta say, it was a nice shave. It's a nice shave. Nice. Give me a nice shave. Oh man, this post shave feeling this soap. Oh, awesome. Awesome stuff. I get a good shave out of a DE, but I get the same on a straight. You know, I don't know. I do. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, I'm not really an obsessive person. I could be if I really find something I like. But right now it's more, I just have other interests, avenues I'd like to try. And then, you know, then I could say, yeah, I'm obsessed over something. So, you know, paintball, cooking, you know, I'd like to, you know, hone in on some target practice shooting with guns. That's about it. I mean, softball's my obsession. If you really want to know, that's my shit. It's my shit. So, on that note, I had used the Blades Grim Smolder, the Disruptor, Razor Rock. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give this a fair shot as well. I'm very pleased with the last purchase I had gotten from them. I wear it on pretty much a daily. Not a daily because I've only had it a week, but yeah, I think 3 of the 5 days I've worn it. Is Barrister and Man's Rome. I'm going to give this a fair shot. I'm happy with the 42, but this... There's like a maple smell as soon as I put it on. But it eventually, after like an hour, that maple smell goes away and just has like this nice... If you know Barrister and Man, there's like, I don't even know how I can describe these, as they have the excuse me, as they have the uncommon sense. I mean, this is uncommon. I don't know, maybe it's gunpowder? I don't know, but it smells mapely. I don't give a shit. I wear it, you know what I mean? Because I don't like smelling like everybody else. I mean, don't get it wrong. Don't get me wrong. It smells good after an hour, Or I don't know, maybe I just haven't smelled anything like that. Okay, so, let's get back to this obsession video. That's about it for me. So on that note, I'm going to ask Hunter Green, Mr. Mark McLean, I would like to see what your other obsession is. I would like to also see Adventures of Wet Shaving. Folks, I'd like to put out a PDA on this. No PDA. Whatever, a public announcement. This he's a relatively new guy. I just spoke to him through YouTube. Check his channel out. Let's get him some views. You know what I mean? I'm not selfish, like I said. I like to see other people get some attention that's due. And for the big dog, I would like to see if Mr. Chris Bailey, I'd like to see what his other obsessions are. Hey, maybe he's watching, maybe he's not. But let's see what he's got going on. I know he's working on another channel as well, and he's kind of putting the shaving on the side for the weekends. But hey, who knows? So on that note, folks, I will see you on the next episode.